Good morning, he said from Setster's lab. I have no plan, absolutely no plan. But when I came back from Thailand visiting my kids, I looked at my desk and the amount of papers were ridiculous. So I just thought, you know what, really I need to do something with them. I need to make some books, gratitude journals or something. I need to, sounds terrible, get rid of these papers, but in a wonderful way. I need to use them, let me tell you that. So in between my doll making and everything else, I was just folding some papers and making some signatures. So I used what I had. What I also did, I was not overthinking. I really just took what was there. Not thinking, but oh, that one is too beautiful to use, and oh, but I need to keep this one for something. I don't have anything to keep it for, so put it in the signature. So that is what I did. So some of my beautiful eco-dyed papers and papers that I made, jelly plate, little paintings I did, everything. I just started off and I just gathered whatever was there, and then I started folding them into signatures. So that would, at the end, this is what I got. There's still many papers left, let me tell you, but this is what I got. Now I've got way too much for the one journal. So now I will need to make more journals, but what a joy, what an absolute joy. So now for the nicest part, I absolutely love creating the outsides, you know. And once again, I was looking at another YouTube person, forgot the name, and how she was creating her journals. And guess what? Her stuff, absolutely gorgeous, but I can just not do it. It doesn't speak to me. So I decided I'm gonna leave that and just do what I have learned to do. Go with my gut. What makes me excited? And the funniest little thing, I got to share this with you. I was walking in the garden yesterday morning and looked down, and what I saw was a little piece of bark and one of my little pieces of slow stitching cotton thread. And the two of them looked so gorgeous together that I immediately got this excitement. And that's what I am learning. Follow your excitement, especially where creating is concerned, but in every area of your life. I'm learning the life in me is showing me which way to go by giving me joy, excitement. That's one of the fruits of the Spirit, call it that, is joy. And one of the sentences that I love most is, "The joy of the Lord is my salvation." That was the verse that I grew up with, but I've changed that a little bit now. The joy of the life in me, my Father's life, the abundant life, the joy of the abundant life is my salvation. Joy is my salvation. From what? From doom and gloom and fear and worry and fret and judgments and whatever. Joy. You know, I look at the people I love people around me so little joy. And I'm not talking about happiness when you have a couple of drinks and you're now very happy. That's not joy. But this deep feeling of gratitude that allows the joy, that the soft, subtle joy of just glad to be alive. You know, that joy to just start to flow. That is your salvation from all the worries, doom, gloom, fears that this world can generate in and through you. So I've picked up these two little things, and I thought of the little, I'm just going to make something. You know, that just triggered some joy in me. And I went and I just added a little bling heart, and I've got something. I don't know what, but something to wear around my neck, or something to put in a journal. But it's not about the thing. It's about what you see that just trigger your joy and your excitement. And what I'm learning is follow it. Follow the excitement. Don't block it. Don't stifle it with reasoning and doubts and judgments and preconceived ideas. I didn't think anything. I was just very joyful when I saw these two things, and they looked so beautiful together. So I just followed my excitement and created this. And it still brings me joy, just looking at it, just touching it, So the same happened this morning, and that is what got me here. I came out, Jolly, I came out, and what I saw was the following in one of my pot plants. I saw this piece of iron grit or something that I picked up somewhere, and I placed there to rust, you know. And when I saw that, immediately I ran, and out came my spray bottle. Everything is now all over the place. My spray bottle with water and vinegar. Water and vinegar spray bottle came out, and I thought, you know what? I just want to get some papers, some of the papers that I was working on, making a mess on, and I just want to cover that with this. I just want to make this mark on some paper. And as I was walking up to my studio, I thought, you know what? There is this little piece of vintage cloth that I eco-dyed or something. I cannot remember what I did to get it like this. And I want to use this on the cover of one of my journals that I am now busy with. But it's a little bit, you know, for a journal cover, it needs something. And then I realized I want to make these marks on this and then use it as my cover. So I found some papers because I want to do some other stuff as well. But let me just quickly do this thing and just see how it goes. You know, so once again, I was actually planning to go into town and whatnot, But friends of ours slept over and we had a lovely breakfast, and after that I got the excitement of this, and I just knew I just want to stay home. I just want to play with my stuff. Tomorrow is another day where I can go into town. Today I want to do it, to do this. So isn't it awesome when you start to learn to go with the flow of the life in you? Life just happens. All of a sudden, the stress of what should I do, what shouldn't I do, just vanishes. Awesome was when these precious friends of ours, they're from the farm where we usually go and visit, and when they came yesterday, I thought, oh my goodness, I haven't looked for something for them, you know, a present, a little gift from Thailand, whatever. And I just said, oh well, for myself, I don't have anything, so it is what it is. Because I've learned whenever I do find something that I sense I need to bless someone with, I do it automatically. I don't wait for a birthday or a what or whatever. So I let it go. It wasn't the issue. And this morning as I was getting dressed, you know, I've also got the chair. We all have, most of us have the chair. Mine is just the bath. We've got a bath in our room that we never use. And as I was getting dressed, I saw this shirt, and that I bought at the hut in Thailand, you know, at the dumping site, the charity thing. And I just knew that was my friend's shirt. And one of the pants that I bought that was a little bit small for me, I wanted to make it larger and whatnot, and I just said, that is hers. So I gathered the two things, put them in a little packet and blessed her with it. I am learning to become more spontaneous. If I don't know what to do, I don't have the excitement, I just leave it. And then when it comes like now, I'm learning to follow my bliss. And what a blessing this is turning out to be. So here I have my spray bottle. I don't know why it doesn't want to spray. Most probably blocked because it's been standing for very, very long. So going with my bliss, it's not working. So, oh well. Luckily, I've got a paintbrush. So I am just going to throw it on like this, brush it onto to make sure, just making sure that this is covered. So a spray bottle, when it works, it's lovely, but well, mine's not working, so I'm gonna cover it like this because I really want the pieces okay, there goes all my lovely water. I'm gonna cover it with this paper. There are more tissue paper. I am just, oopsie. Okay, it's now 2 pieces that's loose that I need to pick up. Let me just put them nicely. Yep, I'm just gonna leave it. So, in a couple of days, I'm going to put this in a piece of plastic as well, because this is now not actually Okay, so I will just have to find a piece of plastic later to put this in. And I cover it with the pieces of paper and voila. So let's see how this goes. But once again, I walked past, saw it, and one thing led to the next, and voila, I am now creating a cover that speaks to me. Another thing, I was also watching some videos about making covers and whatever for your journals. Now these things are dripping on my leg, and it was beautiful, but it just didn't generate with me. So I realized, you know what, do your own thing. Yes, get some ideas and then go and do your own thing. So the water the water on this little papers, I'm gonna put just more and more papers. That's it. Okay, so it's now flat. I'm putting it on the ground. I will later come and put it in a plastic and then just let it stew. So the whole moral of this story today is follow your bliss, follow your joy. Go and do. When the excitement comes, don't stop it, don't push it down, don't overthink. That is the thing. Don't overthink, just go with it and see where it leads. As I said, I was doing all my signatures and all my stuff, and I just thought, you know what, the cover, I'm not sure about the cover. And then voila, my cover is now happening. I don't know. Then yesterday I was also, I haven't found a way yet to really get lots of texture, thick paste texture on my papers. So I was watching another video and I saw this woman use plaster of Paris, but I don't have that. So you know me, I want to do it now. I don't want to wait. So I also remembered someone said somewhere, add baking soda. Baking powder we call, no, not baking soda. Bicarb, yeah. Add that to your paste or whatever and use that to get some texture. So I went to my baking stuff, got the baking soda and added some in a little bucket. And then I thought, oh well, I need to add something with this. So I added some water and then some glue. I thought, oh well, I need some glue. After I added the glue, I saw some textured paste of mine that's starting to get off, so old. So I mixed all of that together and I just started with my palette knife to scrape it onto some paper. And look how gorgeous. Oh yes, and then my black paint was there, so I just added some black paint, and that was yesterday. And I was really thinking, oh my goodness, this is just one huge mess. I wasn't very excited about it, but guess what? This morning, when I got there and it was dry, it is lovely. I mean, not thick enough yet to really make a very nice journal cover, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Whenever I go to town, I will try and get some plaster of Paris and things and see how it goes. But yesterday I really was just playing, and look at the beautiful, beautiful marks. So this makes me excited. This, look, I used on the very, very old papers that I got blessed with, the box of an old shop. Look at this. It is just the color that's now just coming out, and the blues of the writing. It's just lovely. So yes, I was trying to make some marks, but once again, I enjoy this. You don't know what it is. I'm just smearing it on. I'm just playing. I don't really enjoy making specific marks. And once again, that's me. You will most probably love working with your pens and your Koki pens and things, making marks, and fantastic. So I am learning, and that is the awesome thing. I am learning through my art. Now this is the one, you see, I started to make little marks with my, I think it was this paintbrush, but these are just, and then I had some coffee there, and I started throwing some coffee onto the papers. So I am very pleased with my messy papers. But, I then, just when I got back, somewhere I saw how to make some rusty water that I can now use as mordant or whatever you call it when I eco-dye my fabrics. So immediately I went into the garden, got lots of pieces of iron, threw it in a bottle, and 2 weeks later, this is my rusty water. But I also saw somewhere, as I say, you look at YouTube videos, amazing, and then you take out of that what makes you excited. I'm learning that too, don't force yourself to go exactly the route of that person that's showing you what she's doing, because that's not your road. You're just checking in. She shares something that makes you excited, and you go and you adapt it and use it in your own way. So I was thinking, that is again, I was coming back and I was thinking, I want to take the rust water now and just add this onto my papers that I played with yesterday and just see what's going to happen. But I also don't want to do it with a paintbrush. I just want to add it loosely like this, and then just, I don't know, I really do not know what I am actually busy with. I do have some other rusty bits. I think that is what I'm going to do in between these papers that I am now just layering on top of each other. I am going to apply some of this rust water. Found this wine bottle thing, just making marks. I'm gonna find some rusty bits because this is beautiful, but it needs something more, I think. So what am I doing? I have no idea, but it's fun. It started off with seeing those things, and then I thought I need my rusty water, and now I am just making some marks on my bicarb papers. And then I'm gonna add, then my dog is in his running stage, And then I'm gonna add them to my signatures, and oopsie, voila. I also, in my gratitude journals, most of you will know by now, I love the idea of just natural looking marks. So I made peace with that. Oh, my dogs. That is what makes me happy. Hey. I'm just scared they're gonna run. Charlie, relax. And now they're over my papers. So, this is time for me to stop. Lovely chatting to you, and thank you that I can share my journey. And all that I want to tell you today is follow your excitement, follow your bliss, and just go and just play and look and see what I will do, the life in us is saying. And this is what I am experiencing this morning. I didn't have any plan, specific plan. And voila, here I am sitting, playing with rust water and papers, and I am loving it. So most probably my next video I will show you what happened here, because that is also very, very interesting to me. I have no idea where this is going. I'm just following my excitement. Love you lots, is it from Sister's Lab? And what are you busy with? Please send photos and share on the community page. And just know that today is all that we have. This day, life happens now. The life in us flows now. So we can either enjoy it or live in fear of the so-called future. And when we get there, it's also going to be now. So I'm learning to find my peace and joy, power and love that's already in me, flowing in and through me now, to find that in this moment, instead of fearing some future that's never gonna come. So I'm learning. I am learning how to walk this walk in this realm day by day by following the life in me. And as I said, sometimes that led into a furnace situation because there's some dross in you that needs to be burnt out, you know. There are some little thorns in you that needs to either be pushed out or pull out. So you will find situations that will give you the opportunity by showing you what is in your heart, what is manifesting, and deal with that. And that's how we get rid of everything that is not our true nature, which is unconditional love. So I'm learning. Love you lots, is it from Sister's Lab. And go and do that thing that makes you glad that you are alive.